Good?
Yep.
Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Caleb with the Boy Scouts? To the microphone, Caleb.
There you go.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Caleb. Clerk, please call the roll.
Pagano? Carson? Microphone. Siam? Harris? Jones? Egan? Caputa?
Here.
Shildroth? Hankey?
Here. Next item is approval of minutes. Are there any corrections, additions to the meeting and minutes of the executive meeting minutes of October 28, 2019? Seeing none. Mr. Hinkey moves to approve the minutes, second by Mr. Shildroff. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Minutes are approved. Next item is hearing from citizens, which we have none. Next item is communication.
Memo received November 7, 2019 from Rob Hoffman regarding live music. I can't talk. Memo dated November 7, 2019 from Mary Sinwelski regarding transcript of meeting on October 11, 2019.
Next item is public hearing. Public hearing number 1910030.
Notice is hereby given that a public hearing will be held by the City Council of the City of Florissant, Missouri in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, November 11, 2019 at 7:30 p.m. only following proposition. To amend the zoning code to add signage regulations to restrict short-term loan establishments. Citizens and parties of interest will have an opportunity to be heard at said public hearing by anyone with special needs to contact the city clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing by calling 839-7630 or 889-5142.
You guys aren't hearing this?
It's on. Hello? A little closer.
Can you hear me? We can always hear me.
He doesn't need a
I don't
mic.
need a microphone.
I'll get a little closer, sorry. Okay. So you're gonna open it up and then,
Okay. I'll make a motion that we postpone this public hearing to our next council meeting, which is
November 25th.
November 25th, 2019, second by
Wait, before you do that, you need to allow anybody, okay.
Second by Mr. Siam. Before we postpone this, is there anyone in the audience that is here specifically to speak on this public hearing? Seeing none,
All in favor?
Mr. Parson.
I'm sorry, if we're postponing, then I'll just reserve what I have to say until next time. I was
Yes.
just going to speak about it.
We're postponing. Mr. Hessel
Until he says,
needs to
that's fine.
speak on this matter, and he's not here tonight due to conflict of interest, so, or not a conflict of,
Yeah,
just a
Just a
conflict of scheduling, put it that way.
right.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Parson. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Public hearing 1910-030 is postponed till next council meeting. Next item, bills for a second reading. Bill number 9549. Councilman Hinkey moves for a second reading, second by myself. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Bing's Seafood Cafe, DBA Cajun Crab, to allow for a sit-down carry-out restaurant for the property located at 630 North Highway 67.
Call for third. Mr. Hinkey calls for a third reading, second by Mr. Egan. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Bing's Seafood Cafe, DBA Cajun Crab, to allow for a sit-down carry-out restaurant for the property located at 630 North Highway 67.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience who'd like to speak on this bill? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris? Jones? Egan? Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth? Hanky?
Yes. Bill 9549 passes and becomes ordinance 8567. Next item is Bill 9550. Ms. Pagano moves for a second reading, second by Mr. Hinkie. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance to authorize a transfer of special use permit number 6431 from Twinkle Enterprises Incorporated, DBA Subway Sandwich Shop, to Dan SU LLC, DBA Subway, for the operation of a restaurant at 62 Grandview Plaza Shopping Center.
Ms. Pagano moves for a third reading, second by Ms. Siam. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance to authorize a transfer of special use permit number 6431 from Twinkle Enterprises Incorporated, DBA Subway Sandwich Shop, to Dan SU LLC, DBA Subway, for the operation of a restaurant at 62 Grandview Plaza Shopping Center.
Before the final vote is taken, does anyone in the audience like to speak on this bill? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris? Jones? Egan? Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth? Hanky?
Bill 9550 passes and becomes ordinance 8568. Bill number 9551. I'll make a motion for a second reading. Second by Mr. Hinkie. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance approving the Community Development Block Grant Fiscal Year 2020 Annual Action Plan for the City of Florissant, Missouri, and authorizing and directing the mayor to submit such plan to the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Mr. Hinkie moves for a third reading, second by Ms. Pagano. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance approving the Community Development Block Grant Fiscal Year 2020 Annual Action Plan for the City of Florissant, Missouri, and authorizing and directing the mayor to submit such plan to the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Before the final vote is taken, does anyone in the audience like to speak on this bill? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris? Jones? Egan? Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth? Hanky?
Bill 9551 passes and becomes ordinance 8569. Bill 9552. Mr. Jones moves for a second reading, second by Mr. Hinkie. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance appropriating the Community Development Block Grant funds for the 2019 fiscal year for the City of Florissant.
I'll move for a third reading, second by Mr. Hinkie. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance appropriating the Community Development Block Grant funds for the 2019 fiscal year for the City of Florissant.
Before the final vote is taken, does anyone in the audience like to speak on this bill? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris? Jones? Egan? Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth? Hanky?
Bill number 9552 passes and becomes ordinance 8570. Next item is new business, board appointments. Mr. Harris.
Yes, I'd like to reappoint Yolanda Holton to the Citizens Participation Committee.
Second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Mr. Parson.
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to reappoint Ms. Debbie Bryant to the Citizens Participation Commission.
Second by Ms. Pagano. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Next item, bills for first reading. Bill number 9555.